Gentlemen, doing a few little mods on the M37 you guys might be interested in. Thought I would share it with you. I've had a nasty fuel leak and it got worse lately, so last night I pulled the whole fuel tank out of this. I took it down to J-Mac Radiator. They're pretty good at repairing stuff. They repair gas tanks. They're going to solder it up for me, make it like brand new. That thing's been leaking for 3 or 4 years. It's just a major job getting it out, but I finally got it out. So in the meantime, I wanted to clean up this bed a little bit. I've got 10 years of leaves and tree twigs that have blown into this thing. I'm going to clean all this out and repaint this bed. But as you can see up here, I've got my big wheel and spare tire bracket assembly hanging here. So I'm going to have to relocate that big tire. We're going to mount it in here, then have it slid back about 2.5 feet this way towards the rear. I'm going to show you why. This is going to be a new addition to the M37. This is a Browning 1919a4, M1919a4/A6. This is basically an A4, but it has A6 parts on it. We'll go through that. This is a belt-fed machine gun. It fires 7.62 NATO or 308, whichever you feel like running. So, take a look at it here. So this is the A6 part right here. This is a muzzle booster and a flash hider. What this does, this is a sleeve for this inside barrel. This barrel moves about 3/4 of an inch each time it recoils. And then I've got a carry handle on it. And then this is the A6 butt stock. I'm not sure I'm going to run this. I may. We'll see how it fits out in the truck. And I've also got a heavy-duty bipod, military issue, of course. Heavy-duty stuff here. Yep. So that's going to be mounted. I've got some telescoping tubing here. This is actually hitch tube. This stuff here. So this will telescope. Smaller tube will right inside the large one. So what I'm going to do, I've got a square plate already up there. I've got to drill and mount, drill and bolt that in. Then I'm going to weld one of the tubes in there. So this is going to be a telescoping gun mount. I'm going to have a couple pneumatic air cylinders on it. There's my air tank. I'll put a little valve there. You'll turn the valve on. The telescoping mount will go psst. It'll stop at the top. Then you'll be able to do a 360 up there. So that's the reason I have to move this spare tire back that far. So we're going to get busy on this. I'll post more videos as it progresses. Hopefully I have my gas tank back Monday, and hopefully I have this done Monday. I have to take this you can see my bracket down there. That's got to be drilled and bolted in, then welded to it. I've got to pull this air tank out, which is not a big deal. I'm thinking 4-6 bolts holds that in. Undo the hoses, take it out. Then it'll all go back after the mount's in, but I can't access that to drill it, and I can't even install the mount. It won't even fit through here with the way it is now. So we'll get that done. I figured I'd like to have this machine gun. We'll say it's up there like that. We're looking around. I want to stow it horizontal across the back of the bed and let the air out of the mount, and psst, so it'll stow about right there, crossways there. It won't be quite so obvious going down the road. I don't want people taking shots at me because I have a machine gun. I'm sticking up above the roof, you know. Not too cool. Anyway, we'll post updates on this later on, guys. Oh God, what am I doing here? A little clarification is due here. This is not a fully automatic. It's a machine gun, but it's semi-automatic, so it's not a machine gun technically. This is an Israeli conversion. They did these, it's built out of a mill surplus Browning, but it's semi-automatic only. So I'm also gonna mount it on a pintle here. I've got a large to small pintle adapter. So we'll be able to dismount that from the truck, set it on the tripod or use the bipod, take it out to the West Desert and have some fun, shoot some targets or whatever. Didn't want anybody getting their panties in a knot. Semi-auto only. All right, glad we clarified that. Later, guys.